Hello students, in this video we will discuss the effect of friction on indicator diagram and the effect of both acceleration and friction head on indicator diagram. In last video we had discussed the effect of acceleration head on indicator diagram, and in this slide first we will discuss what will be the effect of frictional head in suction and delivery pipes on indicator diagram. So we all know that loss of head due to friction in suction and delivery pipe is HFS 4FLS ds into G A in capital A upon AS omega r sine theta the whole square. We had derived this equation in the last videos, in which we had discussed the effect of friction in suction stroke and delivery stroke. If these friction showed its effect on suction and delivery stroke, in the same way these frictional heads shows its effect on the indicator diagram. So these two formula we had derived previously. Now we will see what will be the effect of these two heads on indicator diagram. It is clear from the above equation. You can see in this equation that the friction head HFS and HFD is the function of sine theta to the whole square. It means this is the parabolic function. HFS and HFD is parabolic with theta. So during the suction or delivery stroke, the pressure head inside the cylinder will change. How it will change? It will change like at the beginning of suction stroke or delivery stroke. We all know that at the beginning of any stroke, theta will be 0 degree. So sine 0 degree, you can see in this formula that HFS and HFD is the function of sine theta. So the value of these two heads will change with the value of sine theta. So at the beginning of the suction and delivery stroke, when theta is equal to 0 degree, it means sine theta will be 0. Sine 0 will be 0. So HFS and HFD value will become 0 at the beginning of the suction or delivery stroke. But at the middle of the stroke, when theta is equal to 90 degree, it means when crank rotate with theta is equal to 0 to theta is equal to 90 degree. At that point sine 90 is equal to 1. It means HFS and HFD will become maximum. This is the maximum value. This value is the maximum value of friction head in suction and delivery pipe. But again at the end of the suction or delivery stroke, theta will be 180 degree. How these value of theta changes, we had discussed about it in the last videos, that at the beginning of any stroke theta value is 0 degree. At the middle of the stroke theta will be 90 degree, and at the end of any stroke, that can be suction or delivery, theta will be 180 degree. So at the end of the stroke sine 180 is equal to 0. So HFS and HFD will become 0. So at the end of the stroke, there will be no effect of the friction head on indicator diagram. So from all these 3 points, it is very much clear that at theta is equal to 0, there is no effect of friction head on indicator diagram. At the middle of the stroke, when theta is equal to 90, frictional head value is maximum. This is the maximum value, and at the end of the suction stroke or delivery stroke, again the friction head will not show any effect on indicator diagram. This is clear with the help of this diagram. From the formula of here is the formula. From this formula, it is clear that HFS and HFT is the parabolic function of theta. So, this indicator diagram changes in the parabolic manner. If we see its suction stroke, when theta is equal to 0, value of HFS is 0. When theta is equal to 90, HFS value is maximum. That this is showing in this indicator diagram. This GG dash value is showing the friction head when theta is equal to 90 degree. At the end of the stroke, again the value of HFS and here I am showing the suction stroke, so the value of HFS is 0, so there is no a value of the frictional head HFS. So HFS value is GG dash only when theta is 90 degree. Similarly, during the delivery stroke is showing in ideal indicator diagram. This is CD. At the beginning of the stroke, when theta is equal to 0 degree, there is no value of HFD. HFD is 0. At the middle of the stroke, when theta is equal to 90 degree, there is a particular value of this frictional head, that is HS dash. This is maximum value of the frictional head. And at the end of the stroke, when theta is equal to 180 degree, again the value of the frictional head is 0. So frictional head shows its effect only when theta is equal to 90 degree or at the middle of the suction or delivery stroke. So the indicator diagram changes in this manner. Initially, under ideal condition, the indicator diagram was ABCD, but under the effect of the frictional head, it will change as AGB CHD. Area of the parabola AGB and CHD. This AGB and CHD represent the work done against friction in suction and delivery pipe. This ABCD represent the work done on the water by the pump, and this AGB and CHD represent the work done against friction in suction and delivery pipe. Now, what will be the area of this AGB? This is the parabola. Area of this parabola is equal to this base, that is AB, into 2 by 3 this perpendicular height, that is GG dash. The value of GG dash is HFS, that is the suction frictional head in suction pipe. So that will be AB into 2 by 3 HFS. AB is the stroke length, so we can write L into 2 by 3 HFS. We all know the value of HFS. Here at GG dash, HFS value is maximum, that is 4FLS ds into G, capital A upon AS, omega r to the whole square. Similarly, the area of CHD is equal to CD, that is the stroke length L, into 2 by 3 HS dash. HS dash is the value of HFD, that is the frictional head in delivery pipe. So you can write it L into 2 by 3 HFD. So this is the effect of the frictional head in suction and delivery pipe on indicator diagram. Now we will discuss the effect of both acceleration and friction in suction and delivery pipe on indicator diagram. Previously we had discussed the effect of acceleration head on indicator diagram and effect of friction in suction and delivery pipe on indicator diagram separately, but in this discussion we will study what will be the effect of both acceleration and friction in suction and delivery pipes on indicator diagram. With the help of this diagram, you can see the combined effect of acceleration and friction on indicator diagram. If we discuss about the effect of acceleration head on indicator diagram, we had studied this in the last video, that after showing the effect of acceleration on indicator diagram will become this A dash, B dash, C dash and D dash. This will be the indicator diagram after the effect of the acceleration head on indicator diagram. And if we talk about the effect of friction on indicator diagram, in that condition in this indicator diagram will become A dash, G, 1, B dash, C dash, this H, this D dash. This is the effect of the friction on indicator diagram, but in this case we will discuss the effect of both on indicator diagram. Now, at the beginning of the suction stroke, when theta is equal to 0, hence AS means acceleration head in suction pipe is equal to Ls by G into capital A upon As omega square r, where A is the area of the cylinder and small as is the area of the suction pipe. But HFS will be 0. Why HFS will be 0? Because HFS depends on the value of sine theta, and at theta is equal to 0, sine 0 will become 0. That's why HFS will be 0. Thus, the pressure head in the cylinder will be HS plus HAS below the atmospheric pressure head. You can see with this diagram at initial point, it means when theta is equal to 0. At theta is equal to 0, there will be no frictional head, only acceleration head will affect the indicator diagram. So, the whole pressure head in suction pipe will be HS plus HAS. This is the pressure head when theta is equal to 0, but this value will become below the atmospheric pressure head. At the middle of the suction stroke, HAS will become 0. At middle, HAS value will become 0. This here you can see the HAS value will become 0 because HAS depends on the value of cos theta, and cos 0 is equal to 0. That's why at the middle of the stroke, HAS value will become 0, but HFS, it means frictional head, shows its maximum value. Thus, the pressure head in the cylinder at the middle of the stroke will be HS, this is the HS value, plus HFS. HS plus HFS value, but this value will below the atmospheric pressure head. And at the end of the suction stroke, again HFS will become 0 because sine 180 is equal to 0, but there will be the HAS value, but this HAS value is negative. Why this is negative? Because cos 180 is equal to -1. So the total pressure head in suction pipe at the end of the stroke will become HS. This is the HS value, and this is HAS. HS minus HAS, and this value will be below this atmospheric pressure headline. This is the atmospheric pressure headline, and all these three positions will remain under this atmospheric pressure line. Similarly, we can discuss about the delivery heads. At the beginning of the delivery head, you can see with this diagram, this is the beginning of the delivery stroke. At the beginning of the delivery stroke, the HAD value, this is the HAD value. HAD is the maximum value at the beginning of the delivery stroke. When theta is equal to 0, HAS is positive, and that condition total pressure head will be HD plus HAD, similarly as it was in suction stroke. So this value will be HD plus HAD, and this value will remain above this EF line. EF is the atmospheric pressure head line. At the middle of the stroke, acceleration head value will be 0 because cos 90 is equal to 0, but there is frictional head which shows its maximum value So this is the maximum value of the friction. This is the maximum value of the frictional head. So at the middle of the stroke, the total at the middle of the stroke, the total pressure head inside the delivery pipe will be HD plus HFT. HD plus HFT. And at the end of the delivery stroke, when at the end of the delivery stroke, the HAD value will be negative because it depends on the value of cos theta, and cos 180 is -1. That's why this is a negative value. So at the end of the delivery stroke, total pressure head in the delivery pipe will be HD minus HAD. This will be the total pressure head inside the delivery pipe at the end of the stroke, and this value will remain above this atmospheric pressure head line. So this indicator diagram shows the combined effect of acceleration and friction on the indicator diagram. Now, with the help of this diagram, we can calculate the work done by the reciprocating pump. So the area of indicator diagram A dash, G dash, A dash, C dash, B dash, C dash, H dash and D dash. Okay, so total indicator diagram is A dash, G, B dash, C dash, H and D dash. This is the combined effect of the acceleration and frictional head on indicator diagram. So this area can be calculated with the help of the area A dash, G dash, B dash, C dash, H dash, D dash. It means this rectangle. The area of this rectangle, that is A dash, G dash, B dash, C dash, H dash and D dash, plus area of this parabola, that is AGB dash, plus area of this parabola, that is C dash, H, D dash. So what will be the area of this rectangle? Area of this rectangle will be the stroke length, that is L, into HS plus HD. We had discussed this previously, that effect of acceleration will remain same, or you can say under the effect of acceleration, area of indicator diagram will remain same as it was under ideal condition. So the area of this rectangle will be stroke length, that is L into HS plus HD, and the area of this parabola is this A dash B dash, that is the stroke length, into 2 by 3 times this GG dash. Similarly, you can see from here that area of parabola A dash G dash B dash is equal to base into 2 by 3 into G dash I, that is 2 by 3 into stroke length into HFS. Similarly, area of parabola C dash H D dash is equal to 2 by 3 L, that is the base, or you can say stroke length, into the perpendicular height, that is HFT. So the total area of the indicator diagram is the area of the rectangle, that is HS plus HD into L, plus the area of the parabola at suction side, that is 2 by 3 L into HFS, plus area of the parabola in delivery side, that is 2 by 3 L into HFT. So the area of the indicator diagram will become HS plus HD plus 2 by 3 times HFS plus 2 by 3 times HFT into L. L is the stroke length. So we all know that the work done by the pump is proportional to the area of the indicator diagram. So this is the area of the indicator diagram. So work done by the pump will be proportional to this area, that is HS plus HFT, 2 by 3 HFS, 2 by 3 HFD into L. So K is the constant. We took this value K. K is the proportionality constant. We all know that work done by the pump in case of single acting reciprocating pump is rho g an by 60, and for double acting it will be 2 times rho g an by 60. So work done by pump per second for a single acting will be rho g a ln by 60 into this height. This is the work done per second for a single acting pump under the effect of acceleration and friction. This is the value of the proportionality constant. We had discussed about it in the last slide, in which we had considered this rho g an by 60 is equal to k, that was the proportionality constant. So we put the value of this k in this equation and we get the value of work done by pump per second for a single acting and work done by pump for the double acting. This is the formula of the single acting and double acting pump under the effect of acceleration and frictional head. That's all for today's lecture. In our next video we will discuss the effect of air vessels on reciprocating pump. Thank you so much.